How's it going, everyone? These are my new 10-gallon aquariums. I have 30 of them. In this video, I'll show you how I set them up and also show you some of the guppies that I raise. I just got back from the hardware store with this storage rack. I'll take this to the back of the house and set it up. And there it is, very easy to set up. No screws, no nuts, no bolts. Everything snaps together. Each rack will have 6 10-gallon aquariums. The aquariums will be resting on 1x3 lumber in the front and the back. Here's the first 12 tanks filled with water. After finishing setting up the stand on the left, I decided to add this second stand here. This stand will hold 12 aquariums. This is colored background for the tanks. I cut them to size and I'm going to tape them to the back of the tanks. There's the blue side or a black side. And I'm using clear Scotch tape to tape it to the back of the tank. These tanks have the blue background and these tanks don't. It's pretty neat how the blue on the back of the tank gets reflected to the bottom of the tank. I finally finished setting up all of the fish tanks. I have 30 tanks in total, 10 on the top, 10 on the middle, and 10 on the bottom row. There are many ways to organize your tanks. I chose this way and it seems to be working out. I keep one strain of guppy in these 2 tanks. I keep the breeders on the left and their fry on the right. Same here, this is another strain of guppy. I keep the breeders on the left and their fry on the right. Here's the breeders and these are their fry. There's 30 guppy tanks, so I can raise in total 15 guppy strains. This piston operated air pump LA-45C provides air to all of my aquariums and guppy tubs. Here's the guppy tubs outside here. As the fry gets older, I separate them by males and females and place them in these tubs. These are 27-gallon tubs. Check out my previous video on how I set up these tubs. This tub has my albino red guppies. I like this strain because the males have light blue pectoral fins. The females have a fluorescent tail and dorsal fin. This 1/2 inch Schedule 40 PVC transfers air to all of the tanks. This single threaded air valve allows me to control the amount of air that goes into each tank. Here's the air going into a sponge filter. This is one of my newer strains. These are full gold guppies. The females have golden scales on their backs. Really nice. I ordered LED lights for the tanks. Really makes a big difference. Very bright. They're adjustable. You can make it dimmer. You can adjust the colors. I really like it. Hanging the lights a few inches above the aquarium gives me space to catch the fish, clean the tanks, and also minimizes the amount of water that splashes on the light. These are half black yellow leopards, 1 male and 2 females. This female here is filled with babies. She's ready to drop fry. After a couple of weeks, algae started to grow on the glass, so I decided to buy Autosynclus catfish. This is an algae eater, and as you can see, this one here is doing a great job getting all of the algae off of the glass. They do a good job getting the glass clean, but they also make a lot of mess in the tank. These are albino blue topaz guppies. I'm feeding them live brine shrimp. Here's the male. Look at his large fluorescent light blue tail and large dorsal fin. These albino blue topaz guppies would enhance any aquarium. I use blue tape to label all of my guppy tanks, and every time I move the fish around to a different tank, I have to take this label off and re-stick it to the new tank. My friend gave me this idea to make magnet labels. I can place these magnet labels on the metal fish stand. Here's the label maker. If you don't have a label maker, you could write on tape and stick the tape to the magnet strip. Taking off the backing, I'm sticking it to the magnet strip. Being careful, making it nice and even. Cutting each label. And there it is. I have a bunch of magnet labels now. And here's the magnet label. Easy. If I move these guppies around, I can just easily take off the label, the magnet label, and put it on this side here. Very easy. Gold metal lace guppies. Here's a large female. And here's the male. And these are juvenile metal gold lace males. Their tails will get larger as they get older. Here's one with a red tail. Every brood has one or two of these red guppies. Here are 5 young male Dumbo Mosaic guppies. At this young age, they have a lot of energy and are very active. 1-day-old fry, getting them acclimated for their new tank. Live baby brine shrimp are perfect food for these 1-day-old fry. Even adult guppies enjoy the live baby brine shrimp. These guppies are half-moon leopards. I had fun setting up these new tanks, and I'm looking forward to raising and breeding more guppies. Thank you for watching and be safe.